Their Eagles will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Gun. Here we go, 46. It's coming now. Gun. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Hicks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. They'll be going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down now, Adams. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Throw left side complete. It's Perkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4. Please 5-7, I'm bringing it to you.
On 1st down, Adams. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
Great.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
52, great. Four down. Fight. Watch twist. 82.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Let's 5-2. Run. Shorty.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Let's go.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Wentz now on third and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. David Irving coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Well, Dallas works their way back out here on offense, Charles. Let's look back to their game last week against Houston. The play that folks were talking about afterwards, at least the Dallas fans, was when they elected to punt it on 4th and 1 from Houston's 42.
Yeah, in overtime.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 82 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Well, CD, let's kick back to Week 5 for a second. That Minnesota-Philadelphia game was one that both teams, they needed. I mean, they didn't anticipate being in the spot that they're in right now. But Philly loses, and they're now 2-3. It'll be interesting to see where they go from here.
And you hate the stat, especially if you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan, but it remains clear. 7 defending champs before them started 2-3 the year after their Super Bowl win. How many of them made the playoffs?
One.
And that was the 1996 Dallas Cowboys. So that's not great, obviously. But in Philadelphia, they're not ready to hit the panic button yet. They still feel like they can get it together and run off a string of victories.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, right now we are 5 weeks into the NFL season. Charles, switching gears here. 2 undefeated teams, the Rams and the Chiefs, both at 5-0.
And who's going to end up being the first to lose? That becomes the game now, doesn't it? Because I know the 1972 Miami Dolphins team is waiting for both of them to lose so they can pop their champagne. But who's it going to be? The Chiefs' upcoming schedule? They're at New England, home against Cincinnati, home against Denver. How about for the Rams? 3 of their next 4 on the road. At Denver, at San Francisco, home against the Packers, at the New Orleans Saints. Care to make a prediction?
Well, I obviously Chiefs at the Patriots, that could be one. But the Rams, 3 of the next 4 on the road. I'm going to say, though, the Chiefs drop 1 in New England. How about you?
I'm going to say that they're actually going to drop it at home against Cincinnati. That's my big upset.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Austin's got it left side. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Coming now. You go 46, 46. 46.
First down, Prescott. Right side complete to Butler. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. Touchdown! Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Philadelphia's offense taking the field here again. They got some tough news on October 8th after the Week 5 game. Jay Ajayi, torn ACL. So what does that do now for the Philly run game?
Well, ostensibly everyone would just move up a spot, and they would still feel pretty solid about how things are going. But the other guys have been banged up a little bit, too, along the way. Corey Clement, who was the undrafted free agent who caught a touchdown pass in the Super Bowl last year, he's been battling some injuries. So is Darren Sproles. Remember, they lost him for much of last season on their run to the Super Bowl. He's been beat up a little bit. Wendell Smallwood has been getting the bulk of carries and bulk of plays. Had a touchdown against Minnesota last Sunday. He may have to be the primary ball carrier in the near future.
Wentz will try again on second down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Let's play two. Let's play two. Everyone come forward. Four down. There you go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. All day, baby. All day. Back. 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 Ram. Check right. 46 down, man. 5-4.
On first down, Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Well, allow me to sidestep for a second after that incompletion, CD. Let's talk about the rookie quarterbacks, because just last week we were talking about them going 0-4. But this past weekend, 4-0 for the rookie QBs.
Remember that seesaw we used to jump on when we were kids? You're up.
You're down.
Well, this week, they are way up. Sam Darnold and the Jets take out the Broncos. Baker Mayfield and his Browns in overtime. The fierce Ravens pass rush is foiled. And how about Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking the measure of the Tennessee Titans, who are off to a 3-1 start? And Josh Rosen, his second start in the NFL, he takes out the 49ers with help from his Cardinals teammates. That's the first time in the Super Bowl.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. following the interception. Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A little break here after the incompletion. Let's give the kickers from Week 5 some love. We had 4 game-winning kicks. Greg Joseph of the Browns, they beat the Ravens. Stephen Hauschka, the Bills, over the Titans. Fairbairn and OT against the Cowboys. And the best of the best, the game that you did, Charles, Graham Gano. How about that 63-yarder for the win?
Yeah, and it might have been good up to 70. But let's go back to Fairbairn in overtime against the Cowboys. You didn't want to do his first name? You didn't want to say
Kaimi?
There you go. I kind of figured you knew it. But how about Mason Crosby, though, Green Bay? No one could have had a worse day. Had to have been the worst day of his 12-year career. Missed 4 field goals and an extra point before making a meaningless field goal at the end of the ball game. That's something Green Bay's going to have to make sure they get corrected. I count on Mason Crosby to get that done. But last but not least,
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Mike Bennett able to drop him for a loss of 4. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he finds his man. That's Butler. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. And this is incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On the counter, Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out now come the Eagles. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jalen Smith in there to get him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
15. Drain 15. Right there.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Keeps himself upright. He's going to look deep down the field. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, 37 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Going up top. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Hey, for Tokyo!
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Wentz now on 1st down. It's brought in by Jeffrey. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And out now come the Cowboys. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They still can't get him. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. Second down, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
46. Gun. 46.
Prescott from the gun. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Again to Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that'll be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Prescott now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. Prescott now. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he...
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
47. 26.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Throwing here, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive, you throw an interception. A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 16. And they will finally get him as he's all the interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Gun. Here we go, 47. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
46. Here we go. 48.
4th down, Prescott. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Adams. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win.